Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Nebula Jazz.
This is
It's
the least excited you've ever sounded.
season
Another
2.
exciting episode.
Hello, everybody.
I'm doing a little.
Delighted.
I was gonna say I'm doing a little CBC, but maybe it's a little NPR. I don't know. Hello, everybody. Tonight on Nebula Jazz, we've got some deep cuts from Jesse Cox coming to us from outer space.
Yeah.
How's it going, everybody? How are we?
I'm feeling like a
doing?
star. You can't stop my shine. I'm loving Cloud City. My head's in the sky. I'm solo. I'm Han Solo. I'm Han
Solo.
You're way off. You're way off. Me.
Well, you're also the 13th. You're also the 13th worst singer in the galaxy. That's okay though.
That's true.
fine.
Number 13.
So that's what we were doing while we were waiting for the timer to run down.
Yep.
We're just sharing songs about Han Solo. Yep, that's what we do. That's what we do to warm up. We sit around and we listen to music from the mid 2000s that we haven't listened to or talked about in a long time. But
I'm really
speaking
sad
of,
we didn't all get to experience Whopper and a 40 together, but I'll keep it up so that, for next time.
we got breaks. We got breaks coming up. It's fine. We
True.
can listen to that. Yeah. So how's everybody been? I know there has been much. I saw several of you recently outside of a role-playing game context, but Jesse, you were in Australia.
Yeah.
How was Australia, Jesse? Was that the first time you'd been to the land down under?
God damn you. Don't do that. Don't do that. We already have 4 hours of you trying to do that voice. Don't do that.
Listen, I'm warming up, okay?
Yeah. Melbourne was great. I love that city.
Melbourne.
I can't say anything else about Melbourne. I can't say anything else about the rest of the country or continent.
Yeah.
I went nowhere else. But what I did learn is that free centralized transportation and like the ability to travel late at night and not be like afraid is great. It's great.
Right.
You can do
the two things. Yeah, the two things that make modern civilization possible: transportation and lack of paralyzing fear.
Yeah.
It's
Hey.
fantastic. It reminded me a lot of if you took Seattle and San Francisco and sort of smashed them together. It has a very, very chill vibe. Everyone there was awesome. I know I posted this and it was really sappy then, but I'm gonna say it again anyway because like, even though I was there alone most of the week, I never really felt alone because everyone was like really hospitable and like fucking awesome. And it is a huge coffee town. Like, it's incredible. So yeah, great, like an all around fantastic week. And then I ended up playing Star Wars with Acquisitions Inc. And my training with you helped prepare me to create the most douchebag character there ever was. He only shot hands. And so we would try to like do things and I'd only shoot hands and I felt like I was holding everyone back. So I was doing my job.
Yeah. Perfect. That's good. I'm glad that I could help you live that dream. Yeah, I've heard that about old Melbourne. I had that similar experience with Australia where I was there for like 4 days and it was in one place and I didn't see any other part of it or barely any of it. But I was in Sydney, which, as I understand, is the Toronto of Australia.
Interesting.
Which is not as good as Melbourne.
I went to Sydney. I thought it was all right. It's according to all the Australians I met in Sydney, they're like it's very touristy. That if you want to not have that, go somewhere else.
Yeah, I was told it was compared to. People kept telling me it's Melbourne is like Seattle and Sydney is like LA in sort of vibe, where everyone from Sydney thinks they're hot shit. And everyone in Melbourne is just very excited you're there and like want to like hang out and like, let's go get a coffee. And there's a million fucking coffee shops and they're all awesome and good. Guys, I discovered something. I want to pitch you an idea.
Does it involve moving to Australia?
It does. But first off, I went on an adventure just around the city to find stuff and I discovered almost all of it's the same. It's very American. I don't want to say that offensively, but I feel like that's the way it comes off. You're really American, Australia. But in their 7-Elevens, they had crazy shit I'd never seen before. And one of them was a genius thing that I do not know why we don't have here. Let me just tell you. Imagine an ice cream sandwich, right? A normal ice cream sandwich.
I'm with you. I love to enjoy imagining an ice cream sandwich.
Extending out from the ice cream sandwich was an ice cream bar, but with no stick in it. So it was an ice cream sandwich combined with an ice cream bar that was like chocolate covered. So it was, you ate the chocolate covered part of the ice cream bar with like while holding the sandwich, and then you eat the sandwich. It was two things in one. Why don't we have that?
Wow.
I'm so confused.
Yeah,
this image is not coming together for me at all.
Okay, so imagine
an ice cream sandwich.
Right? Yeah, I have that part.
And then take an ice cream like a bar, like a Magnum or a like a chocolate covered ice cream bar,
like a fudgicle.
Okay. Okay.
And then you remove the stick, and then you put that onto the chocolate to the sandwich.
In the sandwich.
So it's like the same. It's the same ice cream, like vanilla or whatever.
So you want an ice cream sandwich, but the ice cream inside is coated in chocolate.
Basically, you go to the store, you buy two cookies.
You don't get it. Americans can't handle this. We are not able to comprehend. Imagine. Oh my God, I'm gonna draw you a diagram.
Yeah, don't Google it. We need to understand. So I'm assuming you mean like, okay, so it's like it's two cookies and you take a fudgicle and put it in the middle and pull the stick out.
It looks like this.
What the fuck is? Sorry.
So
it looks like a bullet.
It's a bullet.
No.
It's not a push pop. There's the ice cream part, and then
sandwich.
Show me. What does it look like from the side?
Ice cream.
Because that looks like a push pop to me.
Covered in chocolate.
Wait, no, but you can eat the whole thing. It's not.
Okay.
Wait, are you guys not understanding this?
So the cookie sandwich part's right here, and it's like a cookie sandwich. It's like a fucking ice cream cookie sandwich, right? A normal one. But then it's like the ice cream extends out from the inside of the cookie and continues going, but then they chocolate covered that part. It is two things in one.
I thought.
What the fuck is happening?
One little treat, and then you get another little treat afterwards, which is like the combination of two delicious. I can't believe you don't understand how amazing this is.
Is it the same?
I think I understand what it is now. It just doesn't sound as appealing to me as I was hoping it would.
That's because you don't understand fun. You've never had it. You've never had it. You exist in a bubble of sadness.
Better if you just took a picture. I'm just saying. You just took a picture of what you ate, like all of everyone on Instagram.
To be fair, I'm now looking at a picture of this object. That is a hard thing to describe. That's not an easy. It looks like two things next to each other.
What do I Google to find this?
Maxibon, apparently.
Maxibon.
Here, I'll paste the picture in our little.
Look at it. Tell me that isn't genius.
That's a hard thing to describe. So it's like a waffle, like a stroop waffle, and then it's okay. I feel it. All right.
Why didn't you just say it's an ice cream sandwich, but cookie on one side and ice cream sandwich on the other?
Oh my God! I tried.
I understood it straight away. I just we don't even have ice cream sandwiches where I'm from. It's just.
And that's what I did over the past couple weeks.
Great.
Sorry.
Oh, well, I want one of those. I want one of those right now.
I'm glad we're on the same page. Yeah, it was great.
Tasty. It does look tasty. I mean, it is like having two snacks, one and then the other, which is fine. You could just buy
it. It's like
it.
a push pop.
It's not like a fucking push pop. Get the fuck out of here.
You could just buy two ice cream sandwiches.
Maybe the problem is the Dodger doesn't know what a push pop is.
You don't have to. What is a push pop?
Yeah, describe a push pop to me.
A push pop.
It's like a can. It's like a can of soda, but there's actually ice cream inside, right?
No, a push pop. Okay, so imagine you got lipstick, but it's not lipstick. When you push it out, it's a sucker. That's what it is.
Oh,
like you
cool.
Push it out,
okay.
And it's a sucker inside. And
what? No, push pop was like Flintstones, and you pushed it, and there was like a.
Oh, you're talking about push pop. I'm talking about a different kind of push. I don't know what I'm talking about.
You know, like when you get a can of SpaghettiOs and you cut it open and you flip it over and the SpaghettiOs all come out as one thing. It's like that, but upside down and smaller, and it's not SpaghettiOs. It's ice candy.
No, the push pop is the ice cream though. It's like instead of lipstick, it's ice cream that comes out, and
it's like ice cream sandwich, but it's made out of makeup.
Yeah.
And when you turn the
do you know what lipstick looks like coming out?
And one side of the lipstick is covered in chocolate and cookies. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
You totally understand.
Perfectly coming together. We get it.
Well, we tried. We tried to understand.
Welcome back to Nebula Jazz, everyone.
It's been a while. How long has it been?
It's been a
Like a
while. It's
month?
been like 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah, it's good to be back. I had a live show. We did a live show for the role play, and we had the TwitchCon. How was everybody's TwitchCon? How was that for everyone? I ran into you.
I mean, it was great.
Oh, wow. I was right.
Oh,
Thank you very much. I'm just going to post that real quick. I was right. It's a popsicle or a sucker inside. I meant a sucker. I'm just going to throw it out there. Okay, we can move on now. My TwitchCon was great.
If we're not done with this, we can go back to it. Is a push pop like a pizza pop? And how are those like a hot pocket?
No, it's a sucker. Hot
And
Pocket,
what exactly is a Go-Gurt?
those are disgusting. Man.
If you freeze a Go-Gurt, is it more or
Yeah, if
less
you-
like a push pop?
When does something become a push pop? If you put it in a container and push it, is it automatically a push pop? If you put your father in a tube and push him out the top, is he a push pop?
Your push pop, yeah, it's true. Yeah. If you're in the car and you're going to Winnipeg and you're like, Dad, he's like, one more time, you're like, Dad, did you just push pop? I think you did. Time to turn around. You're going back to Regina.
If we wanted,
I love that Sam is sitting like this, like just fucking stop.
I'm
Never
waiting
had a snack before. They don't have
to
snacks where he's
eat
from.
a character that is important to both Jesse and Adam in this episode.
Luckily,
is
no
now
one's
my
important to me this time, so this is great. Eat away.
wow.
Yeah. I don't even know where to go from here. Like I'm
I rejoined World of Warcraft. There you go.
Yeah, we can talk
hey.
about that's something. How's that? Is this in preparation for future expansion?
No, I kept watching BlizzCon stuff, even though I don't even have virtual ticket. I kept watching it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do it, man. I'm not gonna do it. And suddenly, I found myself just downloading WoW again.
You got
And
hit with that FOMO. You were like, shit's happening. I gotta get in.
I gotta get in. I gotta get to 110 on all 7 of my 100s. You know,
Oof.
I gotta do it.
It's like you don't have one heroin addiction. You have several concurrent heroin addictions. That's rough. That's a bad time.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going Druid first, so I can tank, heal, or DPS, depending on what's overpowered at the moment for Druid. So,
Is it not the case that World of Warcraft now every race can be every class and all the classes can do everything? Is that
No,
not
in
quite,
fact,
it's not
that
quite
is
the thing
still.
yet?
I had one of the devs on a stream I did, and still, literally, it is like chat was losing its shit. Like this guy was like, "Why can't gnomes be paladins? Why can't gnomes be paladins?" And there you go. So no, the answer is no.
I mean, I'm of the mind. I come from a advanced Dungeons and Dragons background where like there are firm rules about who could be what, and all this waffling about all this ice cream sandwiching about who can be what, and like everybody being able to be everything. I don't know. I can't. I'm not about that. I believe
I'm kind of with you on that one.
Paladin,
I feel like a gnome shouldn't be a paladin.
Yeah. What's up with all these night elf? What's up with
He's
all
a
these
fucking
night elf
gnome.
mages? I don't understand. I thought that
I
wasn't
think
allowed
the
for them.
the only thing that sucked about it with World of Warcraft, like at least years ago, I think they kind of like nerfed it a lot, was that certain races had extremely overpowered racials in certain situations, like PvP, humans, every man for himself, or whatever it was. I forgot what it was, but it was just overpowered, and now I think they nerfed it to the ground, or it just doesn't matter anymore. So, but I mean, otherwise, I agree with the whole like, you know, gnomes shouldn't be paladins type thing.
I think we all can agree that gnomes shouldn't be paladins. Sorry, that guy who was in chat.
I have no opinion. And
Yeah.
as gnomes are probably the closest to what I would be if I was suddenly transported into World of Warcraft, I think gnomes could be whatever they want.
There's
The
nothing
only thing
holy
gnomes
about
are good
being that
for-
small.
Yeah,
It's
they're
blasphemy.
for kicking.
You could never be a paladin.
Whatever. Wow, that's just mean.
Excuse me?
Dr. K.
Excuse me?
You can.
Uh-oh, trouble in paradise.
The ponytail 12.
Yeah,
Damn.
Sam was in the car. Sam was trying to explain to me like everything that's going on and why people give a shit right now. And I was like,
Like in World of Warcraft or just like generally?
yeah,
the whole
in World of
Okay,
World of
all right.
Warcraft.
I was
Sure.
just trying to explain why people give a shit, knowing, like, feeling that she didn't give a shit, and so I stopped doing that.
No, you gave me the full gist. I don't know that I could regurgitate it back, but like he gave me the full gist.
That's
There
the
is
proper way to
something-
describe WoW lore. If I could
There's
regurgitate
something really like fun and kind of amusing and beautiful about explaining like deep lore of a game to someone knowing they don't care. Like just being like, oh, let me tell you about Star Wars. So in the first movie, like, oh man, it's a good
supposed
feeling.
to be me? Is that supposed to be me, Adam?
I mean
Adam K.W.
to-
Koebel, is that supposed to be me?
That's
Let's
how
talk
you
about-
started today. You said no one cares, and I was like, I care.
yeah, let's talk about the Nogri.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
true.
shit,
This is
that is
full
me.
circle.
Oh, that
This
is
is full
me.
circle because Jesse literally during sound
Oh.
check was like, "I'm really excited about some Star Wars stuff, but I'm not going to talk about it because nobody else cares." And Pocket was like, "I care."
Yeah, I also cared.
Like,
by
no,
the way.
it's
Just
fine.
the right-
Yeah, I care too, but you didn't even give anyone a chance to care.
That was me. Oh.
Yep. Jesse, I just wanted to tell you how much I liked your May costume. I thought you looked lovely. It was great.
Thank you.
Good.
Literally-
Shout out to
literally right
Angie.
over there.
Yeah, it's good
Who
stuff.
made the backpack part?
So this dude named Dragon, who is like a stone cold awesome guy.
Is
put it
Dragon like
together.
his real name?
I hope
or-
it's
Yeah,
your name.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
man.
Amazing.
Dragon Raddick is his name, and he is
Fucking amazing name.
Is
The
that
first
his
time I-
real name or is that his chosen name?
no, that's his real name. And the
because
first
I had
time
a guy
met
at high
him-
school and he changed his name to Jason Cool so that he would be Mr. Cool.
Fucking
Don't worry.
awesome. I am writing that down. That is going in my GM notebook. Can
Literally
I
changed
tell
his
you-
last name to Cool in high school.
No, Sam.
Tell you
I know the
about-
difference. There was a girl in my school who changed her name from Lauren to Loren because she thought it was also cool. And-
Ralph.
yeah. No,
Um,
his name's Dragon, and the first time I met him, the reason why I know he's legit, his car was a truck that was redone to make it look like it was a car that hit a person. And so there was like
Oh.
he put like shit on the side of the Yeah, he is my favorite character. He's my favorite character in a world where no one has character anymore.
In this world called life,
Yeah.
your favorite character.
Yeah, it's like body so if you're driving down the road, it looks like it's an impact scene happening. It's insane. Yeah. So he made this thing and it was about 50 pounds and way too heavy. My back hurt, but I loved it. And it lit up and the eyes moved and the flaps on Snowball moved and it was great.
I remember you getting really excited about it.
Yeah.
And it turned out fantastic. Did you get a lot of positive vibes at the Twitch? At the,
Yeah, I had
lots of people getting hyped.
literally hundreds of people like stop me to take photos. Most of them like very cute Chinese couples. And I guess because they were there for like the World Championships or something, or BlizzCon or whatever, but they were thrilled that there was like a fat bearded white dude dressed up as May, and they just kept taking photos with me, and it was great. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I was so happy.
That's what you should be. I was impressed. It was very good. And now every time I see May, I just imagine her with your
I
beard.
saw your tweet,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
silly boy.
I
Yep.
was oh my god. I tweeted out that picture of the Nendroid and every single person made the exact same fucking joke. Oh, cute Jesse Cox figure.
Yep.
Y'all ain't original. Y'all ain't original.
I'm just saying, if somebody 3D printed me a tiny little orange beard for my May action figure, I would put it on there right away. I'd go straight on. Did you, Dodger? Did you also order any of the other Overwatch ones, or did you just get the May?
I have Tracer in May. Are there other ones available now?
Yeah, the Mercy one is coming out soon, and then they just announced the Hanzo and Genji ones.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the Hanzo one's kind of whatever, but the Genji one's pretty cute because he's a little ninja guy with his big head. But yeah.
Now that
Mercy
I've
ones are cool,
started
though.
getting them, I feel like I need them all.
Dude, it's worse. It's got to be worse for you because 99% of these bullshit toys, I'm like, I ain't seen this fucking Japanese cartoon. What the fuck is this? Give me some more Persona shit or get out of here. And I'm for you though. You're a much bigger target for these people. I'm so sorry.
Thank God we're not closer to my bookshelf right now. I don't know
Right.
what you mean.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's just
Huh?
fine. Oh boy, so relaxed tonight.
Man.
Yep. Well, Sam, I want to give you an opportunity to explain to us. You seem a little curmudgeonly this evening. Is there anything you care about anymore, Sam, or have we lost you to the darkness?
Define darkness.
I love you, Sam. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, you went to I haven't talked to you about this yet. You went to Roswell or something? How was that? Are you actually
Yeah.
Sam, or did we get replaced by alien clone? I've seen the X-Files. I know how.
So
to
we had a theory that everyone in Roswell has been abducted and replaced by robots. So like it's actually a frequent alien abduction area, but we didn't want to stay too long because we would get
It's
abducted
cool.
and
You guys
replaced
had
with
the
robots.
hats, so you were fine.
Yeah, we decided we were going to do an IRL RV trip to TwitchCon. So for some reason, I flew to Texas from my house to drive back to my house in an RV, and we tried to stream it. It didn't quite work because most of that journey is just barren desert.
Yes.
So we couldn't stream. But a few places we did get to stream, like we went to Roswell and we tried to do an alien summoning with a $5 mobile app that helps you summon aliens through meditation. And it didn't work. But
are you
It
sure?
didn't work?
Summoning aliens.
Yeah.
With a phone app.
It was a guy who believes you can reach extraterrestrial life through meditation. If you expand your mind up to the stars, they'll find you and they'll come down. And so it's literally a 30-minute meditation, and we sat there on stream in the dark on a bench in Roswell by the sign that said "Welcome to Roswell," and it's just nothing happened.
Does the app come with the mescaline, or do you have to source that yourself?
You source that yourself, yeah,
Okay.
and then you pay $8 for his craziness, and then at the bottom of the app it says like if you want to go on a actual physical trip with him for $3,000, he will help you summon the aliens down.
For $3,000? What a fucking steal!
$3,000.
You're gonna be on a trip, all right. For $3,000, you're going on a trip.
Yeah.
Like I gotta say, like $3,000 kind of like seems like it's lowballing it on that. Like I would not just like hang out with someone randomly for $3,000 like on a trip. I would read the number would have to be much higher, I think. But hey, I also don't think you can meditate aliens down from the sky. So whatever, you know what? Everybody live your own life.
And that's why they're gonna pass you by. And they come take me away.
It's true. I'm just trapped here with the terrestrial garbage.
Non-believers are gonna be stuck here with humans.
There's a philosophy about there's this alien philosophy, right?
Oh boy.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck everyone over on the stream because if I say it, once you hear it, you become like a victim of it.
An alien? Great.
So there's this concept that there's this specific thing, and if you hear about it, you will not be saved. So it's this weird. Thaddeus was telling me about when we were on the trip, but basically it's like you have to be in on it, and if you know about it,
we'll do the spoiler finger, but in this situation,
no, it's
if
fine.
you want to be saved by the aliens at the end, mute while the finger is up. You gotta
I'm ready.
Otherwise...
I'm buckling in. Let's go on this alien journey
let's
together,
What
Sam.
is it, Sam?
it's as simple as the aliens are coming, and if I tell you they're coming, now you know they're coming, they will take you. And if you don't hear about this, they will leave you. So now those two, they're going to get left on Earth, and we're going to get taken by the aliens. And that's it. That's all there is. Because I told you, now you know. And if you tell anyone, then they will get taken too.
Perfect.
End. Okay. Now everyone in chat is coming with.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be the last episode of Nebula Jazz because some of us have a mighty ascension to attend. The rest of us, I don't know, are going to dress up like video game characters and stay here on Earth where everything is, sad and normal. But to be fair, you could still hang out with Jason Cool because he's not coming with us either.
That's true. Where's Jason Cool at?
Jason Cool already gone. He's up there waiting. He's already gone.
I'm not sure I want to go if Jason Cool is there.
I was gonna say, Sam, before we get started, I wanted to make sure that you got a chance to appreciate this. I went to high school with someone whose name, and this is the name his parents gave him, was Randy Manlove. That was his name, and he was not aware of it. And when someone was like, Randy, this is what some people might think your name means, he was just like, that sounds all right. It's just like, yes.
That's precious.
Yeah.
There was a kid at my school. His name was Aaron Bates. But then whenever he got letters from the school, they addressed it to Master Bates.
Because you're from England and they call people weird things there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Brilliant.
If you're an unmarried man, you're a master instead of a mister.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Randy.
His name was Master Bates. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think
like Mr. Bates. I think that's pretty cute. I don't know why.
Because it seems like the frick to fuck of
Yeah.
masturbates.
Yeah, like
Were you masturbating?
were you masturbating?
That's better. That's what it's called now. Yeah, that's a much better way of putting it.
Masturbation.
Mr. Man Love is really good though.
You don't want to get caught doing that, masturbating.
Mr. Man Love is great.
Oh boy, I missed you. I missed you, nerds. You're the worst. Should we play Nebula? I know. Should we
Let's project ourselves up into space?
Yes. Imagine the thing that we talked about that we can't tell anybody. Imagine the secret and transcend your consciousness up into.
You guys are gonna
outer...
be so jelly when it happens and you don't know.
Nope, not feeling it. Not feeling jelly. I feel like I'm good.
Good.
So, my friends, you have what you came to Bogart Station to obtain. You've discovered by way of Zyquoz and getting your ass kicked by a squid. You have figured your way to this map, and the map supposedly leads to an important or sacred Megasi Imperium site called Xanadu. What is the plan? Where do we begin this episode? Are you en route to Xanadu? Are you making preparations? What's everybody up to? I mean, Ulrich, you are in rough shape still. Do I still have the moderate? You know what I want to do? I want to talk to everybody because I think y'all might have as a group forgotten this, but it occurred to me right before we started.
I just remembered it as well. Yeah.
You know the thing. There was a stunt that we had talked briefly about that someone got in the Q&A from the last episode, and I would love to bring it to life. Did you write it down, Basil, or do you want me to run it through?
I definitely didn't write it down, but I remember the gist of it.
Yeah. So in the thread, it was suggested that we bend the rules slightly to give Basil some experience via a stunt with being good at AOE bullshit that less well affects his friends, right? That they're used to knowing that this is coming.
Yeah, it was sort of a team stunt that everyone, because I constantly throw you into harm's way, you are used to it now, and so you're prepared for it. So it buffs your chances of getting screwed over by my nonsense.
Yeah. It was Prof Nesbitt, and verbatim it goes. The post was, I don't know the system's rules for creating stunts at all, but since through 2 episodes it's become a theme for Basil to make things worse for everyone, which is amazingly entertaining to watch, would it be allowed for him to have a stunt that just said when he performs an attack that can injure both enemy and allies, his allies get a +2 to defend against it? And I think that's a great idea. That's a fantastic stunt.
As an ally, I also agree.
Wish you would have come up with that an episode ago before I got a permanent seasonal injury.
You're getting old. Your character's just getting old.
He is.
Life, man. It's life.
He is. He's getting old.
So Rex, your biz is your stress business is clear, and your mild consequence is gone. At the end of this episode, your shocking betrayal will go away, but you will retain your having gotten your ass beat by a squid for the rest of this arc for this season. And then Basil, if you want to have a stunt that means that any attack that you do that ends up hurting your friends, in addition, when they defend, they're the ones that get a +2. I think that's fair.
It's already there. I'll come up with a clever name for it, but it's listed, so
cool.
We're good.
Great. Well, why don't we then before we get started, because it has been a little while, why don't we go over everybody's aspects before we start in again?
Okay.
Why don't Dodger? Do you wanna start? Tell us what Artemis's aspects are.
Sure. I'm Artemis. I'm a preteen Mengasi girl, and my aspects are hopeful Mengasi urchin. I just want somebody to love, and the golden shadow. My stunt is because I am Mingasi. Once per session, I can reveal myself and draw the attention of all around me.
Yeah. Which you've used to
I used it at the end of last episode.
yeah. It's a useful one.
It is.
Cool. Okay. All right. Our resident artificial intelligence, Basil. What are your aspects?
Hello, I'm Basil. I am a gigolo robot with the mind of a much darker creation. I have the aspects of just a gigolo. If I could only kill you and everyone you know and slay the meaty ones, I just want to murder and kill, but I'm incapable of doing so. I have the stunt lethal weapon. Though he lacks strength, his knowledge of organic anatomy allows him to do +2 to any to attacking while using clever. And now I have a new one, which is +2 to all allies' defense when performing a stunt that could put them in harm's way.
Yeah. Perfect. Excellent.
Yep.
Okay. Pokket, you are your Luna Kiara. What are your aspects?
My core is that I'm an enigmatic master of chemical engineering. The ends justify the means, and right now, good news, everyone. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but
Yeah, and remember, y'all have you have room for up to 5, so you can add.
But
in.
at the expense of fate points.
Yeah, you renew with 3 every time, and then the more the stunts you have, then the lower that'll go. You can have up to 5 aspects without there being any effect. Yeah. So if you can think of some more, then you're welcome to.
If I think of something better, can I change that one, or do I have to get a new one?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's reasonable to change stuff out if you're not interested in the ones that you have. Yeah. Totally.
Okay. And then my stunts are, because I know my way around chemicals, I get a +2 when cleverly creating an advantage that involves strange concoctions. And then because I have a thirst for knowledge, I get a +2 when carefully creating an advantage based on examining a cadaver. Yes.
Excellent. Cool. You also get a +2 when singing the song Friends Forever by Vitamin C.
Yes. Yeah, true.
Damn it.
+2 bonus.
Damn it.
Are you ready? Are you ready, Jesse? I'm going to start singing.
Yeah, save it for the end credits. So the curmudgeonly anchor that holds this mess in place, ol Rex. What are your aspects, my friend?
You guys know Rex. He's just now getting too old for this shit. That's the only difference. His aspects are retired outlaw sharkanoid, table for 1, and anything for love. And his stunts, due to the internal hunger of the sharkanoids, once per session, he can devour something his size or smaller. And because he's seen more shit than you can comprehend, once per session, he can recall a scene from his past that may help in the present.
That's right. Yes.
And he now has a severe consequence when electrocuted, probably executed.
Oh, I see. All right. So it's gone from being feeling like annoyed or frustrated that you were beat up by this squid to like paranoid about your friends betraying you, the sour memory of
he relives the pain of the toaster in the pool.
Yeah, because you don't know what happened. You still don't know. No one's told you what happened. It could have been anything that got you. I don't know.
He's been electrocuted before. He just didn't know who did it.
Yeah, someone keeps electrocuting you, and whoever that person is in big trouble.
So you have these like bad dreams about swimming pools and it's not going great. Okay, cool. All right, so the current situation is that Luna, after having been freed from her previous employers, is now joined up with old Rex and old Rex's sort of apprentice Artemis and their pet robot Basil on a quest to find a cure for the mysterious magogenetic plague that has affected the Mingasi. They are a rare breed now, and one of which Rex is deeply, sadly in love with. She's in a tube. His girlfriend in a coma, and he is trying to find a way to make her feel better.
Where is she?
That's a great question. I don't think we ever established that. Not on the spaceship.
Dude, she's not even my girlfriend either. It feels bad.
No, but you guys have a connection. Even though you're not like boyfriend, girlfriend, You've never felt a love like that.
Rex
Like,
knows where she
What was
is.
the name? What was the name of that terrible movie that was set on the spaceship and it was creepy because he like woke a girl up because he was in love with her.
Oh yeah.
Passengers.
Passengers.
Man. Woof. Yeah. Good stuff. Not a good frame of reference. You two have actually met in real life, and and so she got sick, and you put her in the freeze tube, and she's in extended cryostasis for now until such time that a cure can be discovered. So yeah, I don't think we've ever. I mean, that's a great question, Rex. Where would you have kept? Where would you have kept her? Where is your beloved princess? Where is Adina?
Who's asking?
All right. Yeah, I mean, if you wanna keep that in your little Sharknoid pocket, you're welcome to. You bring that out later.
Maybe a future flashback.
Yeah, we can flash that back.
Yeah.
Somewhere that you believe to be safe.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Okay.
Inside Eugene. Great.
Jesus, no, that's a
Jesus Christ.
That's safe, right? At the center of Eugene. Yeah. No one will
Don't worry.
ever get her.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll be safe in here. Get inside my horrible slime friend.
She's at Lexatron, right? studying her symptoms.
Could be, yeah. I don't know she could be with them, but at the end of the last episode, you unlocked the map. You figured out how to make it work. And we had a scene of Zyquoz, Zyquoz the Discoverer, contacting someone to let them know that someone had been on the station. So I guess where would you go after that? Are you headed straight for the location? Is your ship going to even be capable of getting there? I mean, you have this old like cattle moving ship. That may not make the journey. What's your plan now, Rex?
I mean, we're at a spaceport.
Mm-hmm.
I think we come in on Rex kind of like leaning on a wall, and he's watching all the ships like fly in and leave, and he's kind of just like figuring out which one he wants to commandeer for their trip.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want beef ship anymore?
No. Absolutely
such
not.
Fond memories.
We need a slick daddy. We need a space.
Keep going. Go on.
Race.
Space racer.
Space racer. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
You know, I was
Keep your eyes out for space
we need
racers, guys.
We need the Cuban cigar of ships.
keep
Okay.
going.
Are you sure that would fit all of our space requirements, sir? I'm curious if there's enough room in a flying cigar.
We've just been flying around in a cow transportation vehicle for God knows how long, and you're criticizing any other ship.
Yeah, I kind of like it though. Like it's our weird beef ship, right?
All right. Well, I'm
Right?
pretty sure it's not going to make the trip. So
And I love the idea that you're having this conversation right next to the ship, which has the big spray painted cow alien thing on it. It's probably got like a spring coming off, like a spring loaded thing on the top that's like wobbling back and forth with a big metal like cow on it. Yeah.
Well, I, for one, say we should keep it.
no, we need a new ship.
As they're having this discussion, can I like be walking like around and like looking at the ships and trying to find a space racer cigar type ship?
You want to find the Cadillac of automobiles?
I want to find a Cadillac.
So yeah, I mean, you're not in a used car lot. Like these ships all belong to people. So yeah, I mean the like Bogart Station sees a lot of traffic. We talked about how it's kind of for good reason, it's the sort of Casablanca of space stations. So there's a lot of ships here that run the gamut from decommissioned military ships to blockade runners, smuggling ships. They tend to be predominantly kind of. I mean, many of these are probably second or third generation of being stolen. So, there's lots of ships in the port.
Okay, I find the most fanciest of Cadillac-looking ships. If that's nearby, hopefully.
I mean, there aren't really a lot of like racing type vehicles here. Is the thing. They're fast vehicles, but none of these really scream slick daddy.
Is anyone in the group
Space racer.
a hacker? Like you guys hacking the computers and shit? No.
Oh
no.
my.
Basil would be
Weird.
the only one.
Weird
I
that
think.
I am, but I want to stay with the ship we have.
I don't see any of my approaches. Sorry, that was random. That was random. I don't see any numbers. And I was like, wait, what am I? Oh, there we go. Okay. Thank you. I'm clever, but I don't know if I'm a hacker.
If
All
we
right.
get a new ship, I'll hack it for you as long as I get the biggest room.
No deal. But what I will do is make sure that the ship has guns.
I do like guns, sir.
That you do. Now, if we're going to get a ship, I need you to do something for me.
Go on.
Is this a wipe cut?
All right. So, here's Rex.
Yeah, totally.
On this stopover interstellar station, there is a large, very popular casino on the top level.
Okay.
In that casino,
that makes sense.
there is a planned high-stakes space poker game.
Get out of here
So
right now.
Rex turns to Basil and he's like, I need you to get the names of everyone involved in the high-stakes poker game. We're going to cross-reference that with the docking area to find their ships. We pick the one we like. We beat them at their own game.
Yes, I'd love to attend a high-stakes poker game.
That's the spirit, because you're the one that's playing.
Excellent. I love to play games, sir.
Anyway, find the people.
This
Basil
seems like
goes
a
off
really
and, like-
convoluted plan.
Nope, Basil's in. Basil goes
Stop.
off and starts digging through
We don't have to
information.
steal the ship. We'll win it off them.
Basil goes off and starts putting together stuff. Yeah.
I was gonna say now, of course, you need to get like tuxedos for everybody, and
Yep.
so we're doing this, are we? All right.
I'm not going in.
This is
I
what we're doing.
glow. I'm a sparkle bitch. I can't go in there.
As she says that, I like start digging around my purse. I'm like, I think I have something for that. So, and I pull out like a shiny green bottle, and I'm like, you could drink this.
I'm not drinking that.
Why not? It's perfectly fine. I mean, I've tested it on a few specimens, and nothing happened. I think.
Like Mingasi specimens, because I find that really unlikely. I don't want to drink that.
I mean, you won't sparkle. You'll have what is it? Normal.
Rex puts his arm around Artemis. He's like, Art. You see, it's important that you do sparkle. Because that's a distraction. You know what I'm saying?
I hate this plan. I hate this plan so much. Why
Don't
are
worry,
we
Kate.
doing it
You'll do
like
great.
this?
You'll do
No,
great.
let's just steal a ship. Why are we doing it this way?
She
I
brings up
put-
a valuable point, but I do not care. I am very excited, sir.
Nah. This is gonna work.
So I mean, I'm gonna offer Artemis because I feel like you're gonna need it for later. I'm gonna offer you a compel. That, you argue with everybody else, but Rex is your mentor, right? And you just want him to love and approve of you so badly that I think, despite your
Right.
better nature, it's a plan that I think you'd go along with. You trust Rex to take care of you.
You're a little bit in love with him. You do
I'll
it.
take it.
Yeah.
All right. So what is your changing your mind
Okay.
look like? So when so Rex, you give her the you give her the spiel, and then what happens, Artemis?
I just kind of I argue back, and he just stares at me. I think it's just like he knows that if he just waits it out, I'll eventually be like, fine. Like I'm never gonna actually say no to Rex. So, after a couple of seconds of just like awkward silence, I'm like, fine. But I'm not gonna show people that I spark, because if I get put in jail, then what's the plan? Like, right?
You said that. I was like, well, if it becomes a problem, you can always drink this, and maybe you'll turn blue or pink or something.
Are those better?
You said you don't want a sparkle. It'll take away the sparkle. You'll have a nice glow to you, but not a sparkle.
I mean, would you like to Luna have prepared some kind of anti-sparkle potion for Artemis in advance for this very occasion?
Pretty much.
Okay. All right. Let's have you create an aspect.
Okay.
And
if she fails, this isn't gonna be a different potion, and
yes,
I just won't know.
Yes, completely.
Like the cow from like the meat wagon that she saw.
So you've been thinking about that. You've been thinking about this, Luna, ever since you met this mysterious golden shadow, and you thought maybe sometime there would be an opportunity where you would be able to, to have this disguise in place. So the purpose of this is sneakiness. So let's have your roll plus sneaky, and your goal here is that it creates it changes the color of her skin, so she's not like a glowing imperial obvious target. Is that the plan?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So basically, actually, my goal, if I can, is since I have like pale green skin, is that it would make her look more like me.
Oh, yeah. So it's just like look like a space elf potion.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if you and it's not so much a potion, it would have to be like a hypo spray or whatever because it's sci-fi. Yeah. So it's like some kind of like thing, and then you turn green and your ears get all pointy, and you turn into a space elf.
I like the idea that she calls it a potion though, because she's crazy.
Yes, totally. Yes.
These are my potions, and it's just a spray.
All right. So let's see. I think that we know that the Mingasi genetic code is very hard to alter. Artemis is bred to be the way that she looks. She's like their idea of genetically perfect. This is gonna be difficult. Let's say 4. Let's call it a 4.
Okay. Oh God. Is it still sneaky?
Yeah. It's a sneaky plan. So.
Fuck. Damn it.
So, I
don't want it.
So you have some choices. You have some choices here. You can either take the fail, in which case we rework the aspect slightly and I get a free shot on it, or you can spend some fate points and reroll. But what it's going to do is it's going to create. It'll be a true thing about the world. This potion or whatever will exist. But even if you get that 4, it basically just means that Artemis later will get an extra fate point too. So it may not be mechanically worth it for you to spend a bunch of your points to reroll.
You know what? This is the first iteration, so I've never actually worked on changing someone's skin. I know my way around dead bodies and stuff, but you're the first live one, so.
Yeah, but none of that is something that Artemis knows.
Oh yeah, but that's why I keep like staring at her a lot. If she ever notices, probably not. So.
Okay. All right. So we'll create this aspect, and I get a free shot on it later. So you have it, and I guess do you give it to Artemis, and you're like, use this later, or are you gonna are you gonna try to convince her to take it before you go into the?
Oh, I'm gonna hold on to it because, like we said, it's more like I'd say it's more like a gaseous like mist that would like envelop in the area, but it'll only affect her because of her DNA. Mm-hmm. And so I call it a potion, but it's not. It's clearly like a gas that would be around her. So I just keep it, and if I ever need to like throw it at her feet.
Okay, cool. So it's
like a smoke bomb.
I would like to compel Luna.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
The ends justify the means. You're testing this, and
right.
you need to know if this is going to work. So of course you would give it to her, even if she didn't use it immediately. You would say like, "This works. Trust me." Like you did at the beginning. This works. Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
That's totally fair.
Please take this.
Do you want to take that fate point, Luna? And okay, all right. So you have the serum. It's ready to go. It's stable. It's probably not going to burn all of Artemis's skin off. Now you just need to convince Artemis to take it. So like that, I think that conversation can take place on the ship. While Basil and old Rex are doing
Let me
things,
set the scene.
Yeah, all right, what you got?
Rex is leaning outside. Basil's next to him, and he's been waiting. It's been about an hour. This sleek black and gold battle cruiser pulls into the dock
battle
valet.
Cruiser?
Yeah, it's a battle cruiser, and Rex knows that a ship like this guy ain't coming here to have lunch. All right, this is the kind of guy who's here to spend money, and he waits. All right, and then who comes out of the ship, Adam?
So is what you're trying to set up here is that there is a high stakes gambling event.
I'm staking out a target that I know is going to the high stakes gambling event. We're gonna run the ship,
because
find
he
the
shows
name.
up in a battle cruiser.
It's black and gold, and he throws his keys at the valet
keys
guy.
to a black and gold battle cruiser.
Yeah. He got his battle cruiser. a little version comes out of the bottom, and he like a golf buggy, but like sleek and rich. And he like comes over and he throws his keys at the valet. And
is he played by T-Pain? Like I don't.
His name, Basil. You have to look up his name in the manifest.
Oh, his name appears to be
Freddie Cool.
Freddie Cool is his name, sir.
Freddie.
So
Freddie
all right.
W Cool.
Yeah, the W stands for wicked. So the idea here is that there's this high stakes gambling event, and that people are coming from across the galaxy to come to this event, and your plan is to steal one of their automobiles. That is the plan. Okay.
We're gonna take Basil to the No Limit tables, and we're gonna. Well,
I get it. He's your Rain Man. I see.
He's my Rain Man.
Okay.
No one will ever recognize
You guys think
him,
that
sir.
Rex just came here because there was like this info center? This was calculated. Rex knew that this was going down, and he needed.
You're
to ship
so
upgrade.
smart, sir.
Don't worry about it. All right. All that's important now. He's like tidying up your collar. Is that you get those keys?
I look so good, sir.
You do.
Thank you.
So basically, the way that we can do like a prep or setup for this plan situation is by creating aspects, right? Like building up like disguises as aspects, those sort of things, so that later when you get tested on this stuff, you'll have the aspects in place. So what preparations do you do? Like you need to get in, right? Like it's invite only because it's high stakes. It's a big deal, right?
Oh, Basil has researched all the attendees, the location, where the table is located. He has researched what the rules are for this game of Slowbach, which is like space poker, but it's slower.
Right, it's super. They do it in a hyper slow time field,
but not high speed.
Yeah,
that's actually what they call it. It's high stakes, low speed, and then you play Slowbach, and you like deal the cards into the space field that like makes them all weird. All right,
I'm gonna invoke my stunt.
All right,
I'm gonna take us back in time. Okay.
Okay.
To a casino, and Rex is with Eugene, and they're inside, and Rex leans over and he says, so, how do we get into the No Limit area? Any ideas?
What do you mean? You just gotta walk in like you belong there.
Really? That works?
Observe.
Okay.
So
where are the two of you? Where are you at? Like, where are you trying to sneak into, Eugene?
This is a casino on Margaritaville.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
We've been hanging around at the tables.
This is like a low grade version of the plan that you're trying to pull now.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're hanging out at the like lower tier tables, and then through like this little arc that has just a janky sign that says high stakes.
Yep.
Like how do we get in there? Like you just gotta walk in like you own the place. You gotta bluff them. That's what you gotta do.
Okay, so you walk up to the VIP area, and there's like a, I don't know, like a rhinoceros, a purple rhinoceros man with sunglasses on, standing guard in front of the VIP area. What form do you take as you approach, or do you just like bloop, like glop up the way you normally look?
Yeah, I just glop up and I'm like, I trust that my seat is ready for me.
And he looks down, lifts his sunglasses, looks at you, and he shakes his head. He says, I don't think you're on the list.
Excuse me? You don't think that I'm on the list? Let me see the list. Where's this list that you're talking about that wouldn't have me?
As this is happening,
yeah.
Rex looks to the left, and there's a guy. He's got goat horns, and he's in a business suit, and he's on a winning streak. He's playing craps.
Are you looking into the VIP area?
I'm looking to the no. It's out the VIP area. I'm looking to the left.
Okay.
And he's winning big, and he sees two bouncers, and they're kind of like communicating, they're whispering to each other, and one of them nods, and the second one walks over and he places his hand on the smaller man's back, and he says, "Excuse me, sir. You might be interested in our
right
no limit room."
Sure. The bouncer that's taking this guy into the no limit room is a swirling cloud of like glass shards that is speaking to this goat horned fellow.
And the goat horned fellow is like, really? Yeah. I'm feeling real lucky, actually. Yeah. And Rex watches as he gets escorted into the no limit area as Eugene still cannot get in.
Yeah.
And then the vision fades back to reality. And the true lesson of the vision wasn't that you can bluff your way in at all. It was that if you win big, you can get in.
They'll get invited.
Right.
And Rex leans into Basil, and he's like, here's the plan. I need you to start winning on small tables. Move up, win on bigger tables. Eventually, they'll have no choice but to move you into the high stakes.
I'm not sure the size of the table has anything to do with it, sir, but I'll try my best.
It's a metaphor, okay? The size reflects how much money you can win, okay? You climb your way up. Once you get in there, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do.
I'll take the ladies. We'll get a little bit snazzy, and we will meet you there this evening.
Excellent, sir. I can't wait to spend the day with so many people.
Excellent.
Think about, and as Rex is walking backwards, he leans in and he just goes, think about the guns.
Excellent. All right. So on that, think about the guns. We'll fade out for our first break. And when we come back, stay tuned. Everybody except Sam is just gonna fuck off. Sam's in charge of the show now. So I don't even need to do GM stuff anymore. We're done. Thanks for coming, everybody. Yeah, we'll be right back, and we will carry on. We got lots more Nebula jazz ready for you right after this.